Hello everyone, this is going to be a tutorial on how to edit some player physics variables for Super Mario 3D World, maybe even Mario Odyssey if that supports it at some point. Maybe it does, I'm pretty sure it does, but whatever. Let's get started. I'm going to be putting two things in the description. One of them is a link to Switch Toolbox. That's a program that you'll be needing to edit the variables, to add the variables to Mario's file, or any other character's file if you plan on editing them. And the second thing that I'm going to be linking is the complete list of Super Mario 3D World's variables. With that out of the way, I'm going to assume that you have a legitimate copy of 3D World. If you don't, it doesn't matter, just follow along. So here we are on the desktop. I have my copy of 3D World open in one window. I have Toolbox open in another window. The first thing I like to do before editing variables is actually see what variable I want to edit. So I guess for this tutorial we're just going to choose like a speed variable. There are a couple of speed variables. There's dash max speed, which is just the speed of a character when they're transitioning to a super dash. Then there's normal max speed, which is basically the running speed, not holding down the dash button or anything. Then there is super dash speed right here, which is just the speed of the character after holding down the dash button for I believe it's a second and a half or 90 frames, something like that. So once you found the variable that you're going to want to edit, you're going to go ahead and find the file of the character you want to give the edited variable to. In this case, I'm going to want to give Mario a modified running speed. So with the game folder open, I'm going to go to Content, Object Data, and I'm going to type in Mario. You can do the same with Peach. It's just an Explorer thing. I'm going to click and drag into Toolbox, and you'll see that a little window will open up and you can explore the archive. We're just going to focus on PlayerConst because this is the file that contains some variables and their data types and values. With the window open and your variable in hand, you're just going to want to right click any variable and click Add Item. This little window should open up and you'll see it has a couple things. Node name, this is basically the name of the variable, so it could be gravity, it could be normal max speed. There's a node type, which is a data type. The game mostly uses floats and integers, so none of this other stuff should matter. For the normal max speed, we're just going to choose a float and we're going to type it in, normal max speed, and I guess for the value I'll make it 30 so it'll be actually noticeable. And once you've done that, this doesn't matter, you can just click OK, and if you scroll all the way down, you'll see that your variable is there. So you can go ahead and click save and click the save button in the top left. You're going to want to compress with this. Just hold on and it's saved, and you'll see here that the file was just modified right now. So after editing variables, I like to boot up the game and just watch the title screen, because normally at the title screen you can tell like that whether your edits have worked. I mean, you can try it in game, it's a lot more fun that way, but if you're just trying to be quick about it, then the title screen should be really helpful for you. That's pretty much all there is to editing variables. For me, I just mess around with variables, I experiment. The one thing about the file that I'm providing you guys, the list of variables, it does not contain the data types for the variables. This really shouldn't matter because the game only really uses two data types, so if one data type doesn't work, then you can just switch the variable over to the other data type and it should work. I do want to talk about the variables again one last time before I end the video. Specifically that there are some unused variables and variables that are just useless. An example of useless variables are ones like these. I've tried editing these myself and putting like absurd values with both data types, and they just seem to do nothing. An example of unused variables would be those similar to this, like the div. These aren't used at all. They are used in Odyssey, but they're not used in 3D World. And you might think, oh, like, well, that's the cat dive, that's the pounce attack, whatever. That would actually be climb body attack. So you can edit all of these and this will change the cat attack, but these dive variables do nothing. And that should be pretty much everything for this tutorial. There were a lot of things that I did skip over, mainly which variables do what, but I think that it's fun for you guys to experiment. Plus, a lot of the variables are named really obviously, so just go crazy. Anyways, thanks for watching. This was really fun to make. I hope you guys will come back to this tutorial. You probably won't. This is really simple, but I hope it's enough to help you guys out. So again, thank you for watching and see you later.